Keith Washington. I play quarterback for Prattville High School, and right now I'm currently 6'2", 170 pounds.
Okay, Keith. Talk about the wins and the losses at Prattville High School and how the community responded to each one of them.
The first game we played our rivalry school, Stanhope, and going into the season, we had a lot of doubt from just the community and students in the schools and fans that, we were going to have a bad season up and coming. And after that first win, the first couple of wins, actually, the community was like, okay, this team's actually going to do pretty good this year. And everybody supported us. And we had a couple of big losses during the season, but for the most part, everybody in the community still was behind us and, still believed in us.
Hey, get on your job, nigga. You can look me in my eyes, see I'm ready for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me better. I ain't dead, nigga. You can take the fame and the cheddar and the game and the deal. I'm still a go-getter. Take my freedom for the moment, but it ain't forever. I got the spirit of a god, heart of a dope dealer. I'm a king, seen hanging with some cold killers. I ain't never backed down or ran from no nigga. I ain't sat down yet, here I stand to go. Even if I'm all alone, I stand at 4 niggas, tell them jump. Pippin' they don't get no realer. 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. I separated the fakes, paralyzed from the waist down. From the real stand-up guys of the A-town. Can't even look me in my eyes, put your face down.
Okay, how do you feel the coaches prepared you in the off-season for the season?
The coaches prepared me very well. When I first came over here from Texas, I realized that I stepped into basically a college program, the way that we lifted weights and ran during the summer, so it prepared me physically and mentally.
Okay, you mentioned your Texas school. Let's talk about the transfer from Texas to Prattville and how that was for you, and talk about the difference in the schools.
In Texas, it was the ball is a little bit different in the area that I played in, and in Prattville, just the way that the weight room and the coaches and how they coach you and get after you during the summer, and just little things like 7-on-7 was to me was a totally different level, and it kind of helped me prepare me for the season and the tough competition that we was gonna have to play throughout the whole year. So.
Okay, during the season you broke records in rushing and passing in the school, and you're compared to Justin Thomas, who went to Prattville and now is at Georgia Tech, and Sam Gibson, who came before Justin Thomas and is at LSU. So how do you feel, yourself being able to break their records? How do you feel about that?
Going throughout the whole season and just playing the games, I actually didn't even know any of the stats that I had until after the season. Coach had told me, so that I feel like that's a great accomplishment for me, and my teammates, also the O-line and the receivers, they did a great job. Running backs, everybody did a great job blocking for me and catching to help me break those records. But that's a huge achievement for me to be compared to two guys that are great college players and you know, can make it that far.
Okay. Sam Gibson said that you are probably one of the best quarterbacks to come through Prattville. How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's a huge statement by a player that I really admire, and you know, that just means that a lot of people really watched me this year and really believed in me and you know, had faith in me. So that's a huge statement for me.
So tell me what your favorite play of the year was.
My favorite play of the year has to be the Carver game. You know, the atmosphere was crazy the whole week. The anticipation of the fans and just the students at the school that we were about to play Carver, a rivalry school which is right down the road, was just, you know, it was crazy, the environment, everybody. So it has to be the Carver run.
Okay, so y'all went to the state championship game. Unfortunately, you didn't win. So how do you feel about not being able to bring home the state championship trophy, and what is your message to the next generation of Prattville football players that are coming up? What do you have to say to them?
No, I have to say to the next generation of Prattville players that you know, don't take anything for granted. You know, we worked very hard this year, the seniors, so you know, we were lucky enough to even make it to state, and I really wish we could have won it. You know, I wish I could go back in time and play that game all over again, but that's, you know, that's the beauty of life. You know, you can't get that back. So all the young Prattville players that's up and coming, just cherish every moment and don't take a day off.
All right.